Right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Toronto Mounties. Now it's Wilson. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. 30. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 63 yards.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch, and it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does a defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Green, 39, green.
Now Amos looking to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Amos from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. He got 29 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O.
All right, I'll look that up later.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. He'll drop to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about Leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage. And try and bat the ball away, and that's exactly what happened there.
Out of the gun now on third down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throw here out of the gun. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints have taken the early lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now it's Wilson. And now running right, dashing through the snow. He's at the 40, the 30, 10, touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Point after try forthcoming. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. What an explosive kickoff return from the 2 all the way to the end zone. A 98-yard return for 6. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So 1 quarter in the books on a cold... With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. He'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Amos now to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out.
Detroit!
And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw. Here, that's complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra Yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Perry. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. This quarter. Back now after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more on that one and another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. In for the score. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Wilson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener. Whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Let's go.
And here's Amos to throw on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
What side you got, Chris? Hey, yo, legend. Oh, shoot.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Here we go now.
Now Amos to throw. Operating from the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Started off with that turnover, bro.
And on now is the punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
That's
I
pretty
got
much
2.
meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Well, no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Welcome back to Toronto. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And for them right now, not a done deal. So they are holding down the final wild card spots. And with 2 weeks to go, there are others kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And imagine what the talk has been all week within their locker room. And it's really, let's rely on ourselves because they could get help and still get to the playoffs. But who wants that? Go out, win the game, take care of things yourself, and then you don't have anything else to worry about.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Amos looking to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's at the 30, past the 20, and all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film, that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
I'm out of this game, bro. I'm out. This shit over, bro.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
What you on, man?
This fielded at the 2.
Oh, y'all need to go? Y'all need to go. Let me know, man. Let me fucking know, man. Let me fucking know, man. I'm gonna load up.
Offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it.
Bro, that
Let
shit
me tell you,
happened
if
like
you're running
3
back,
times, bro.
all you
That's
want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
A solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
No,
this a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So
whoa. Slow down. What we doing?
You don't want to get on your lock.
So motherfucker want me on lock? That's what y'all saying? Motherfucker want me on lock. 16 to 610. Say less. I know he's scared of that motherfucking rock. He's scared of that motherfucking rock. Don't say nothing. I know it. I got ball. No, I got ball.
Yeah. I want to see the 6'8".
They got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football. And that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Oh, no. What the fuck? You don't want to play?
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
P.O. or Legend don't want to go a ball.
I just said, Cuzzo, don't worry about it. You ain't going to get left on no island today, Cuzzo. Like, I got you. Stop.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run it down out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there.
Hey, you worried about Big Brother, man. I'm the biggest brother, man. Just, hey, post the screenshots and shit, man. You worry about the wrong thing, man. What the hell?
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 9.
We went 2-1 last night. What the fuck is we talking about?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll give it to him right off the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A pick up of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That ain't me, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? Shut your motherfucking bum ass up, boy. What are you talking about, boy? You don't hear how crunk I am right now? They got no motherfucking low time playing on my shit.
They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, your ass, Cap.
Right up the gut. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards.